Today we are off to play a little bit of John Wick Pinball. We're back, baby. We are back today. We'll be either, are we the Baba Yaga or are we chasing the Baba Yaga? I've never really known that, but happy to be playing a little bit of pinball this morning before heading to work. Morning pinball therapy here on the Grownup Adjacent channel. Thank you, viewers, for coming to hang out. Coming to do some of the things today. Just making some minor setting adjustments. Some of the viewers start strolling in. Pretty much ready to go and hit it off today. No real long intro. Shout out to Nitro Pinball, where I buy all of my pinball stuff. Ball Baron for giving me shiny balls. Okay, well, I'm going to take the plunge. Is that a thing? Is that what people say? Is that what the cool kids are saying these days? I don't know. If I am the cool kids. If you're not, if you don't know you're the cool kids, are you the cool kids? What's up and welcome, Osavet and Busted Chops. Welcome to the stream today, my people. I woke up this morning and I was like, you know, I kind of want to just play a little bit more King Kong.
The Continental appreciates your accuracy.
But, you know, variety is, variety is important. I woke up I always wake up quite early, but I woke up this morning, did my morning routine, started to work on a video. I have a video coming out called What is Modern Pinball? It's going to be on the YouTubes and other places you look for wide, long form content. But what's up and welcome, Johnny Button. Good morning, my friends. Osavet, your Kong is leaving Saturday. You're playing a lot. You know what I recommend? Okay, this is a hot take. You know what I like? Okay, I'll just speak to this. So one thing I love about our hobby / community is, I don't know, I won't be calling out any of our veteran friends, our veteran pinball people friends, but like, if you ever mention anything that's like not in agreement with the classics and 90s and OG mantra, what I recommend is before you ship off your game, like when you're selling a game, dude, set that thing to 10 ball. Set the game to 10 ball and play it for 2 hours. Get through all the modes, just in case there's something you never saw. And I'll tell you why. This is goofy. It will, maybe you want to take it off the net so it doesn't store the score in your insider connected, but the reason why I would do this, I did it when I sold my original Stranger Things. So like when you set it to 10 ball, there's pretty much no chance you won't get to the end. So like, I don't know. I recommend doing this. Disconnect your insider connected for the day, but before you box it up, set it to 10 ball, maybe grab a chair and find your way through all those modes. That's my recommendation. I did it for Stranger Things Pro when I sold it, and let me tell you, like, I nearly didn't sell it because I got through some of the modes that I had never, at my skill level at the time, this is a couple of years ago, my skill level at the time, I wasn't able to get nearly all those modes. So dude, I set it to 10 ball. I got to pretty much the end a couple times, and no one's gonna tell. We're not gonna tell your pinball friends that remove outlane posts and ball saves and are looking in your window when you're playing to enjoy pinball. That's just my recommendation. But good morning, everybody. No, Ozzy, not 5 ball, 10 ball. Put it on 10 ball and get a chair and finish the games. I don't know, King Kong, maybe it's not. See, in some pinball games, like, for example, John Wick, there's some cool video that you don't get to see unless you get to unless you get there, right? Yeah, the 10 ball straight. I don't know. You know what? To be honest, I decided last night when I came playing before bed. I decided last night one of my projects this weekend is I'm gonna go into my presets and my settings in all of my games and make them a bit harder this weekend. That's one of my things I want to do. So I find when I'm playing, even on stream, the games are going so long. Like my skills just incrementally got better. I'm not like a pro or anything, but it's incrementally got a little bit better. And then I don't like playing for 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Oh, so that, you know what though, that's the thing. Like Jurassic Park is one of those games where like setting it to 10 ball would be.
I am impressed.
It's so deep. There's so much to see in that game. But yeah, like I said, when I sold Stranger Things, the people that were buying it were, I don't remember if they were late, but I had the game pulled out in the middle of the room.
You don't see that?
It was pulled out in the middle of the room. I just set it to 10 ball and I'm just like, ah, fuck it. And wow, I found so much new video I'd never seen. And
Good evening.
Extra ball is lit. I say the odds are wide even. The Continental appreciates your accuracy.
Fuck.
so one thing I did recently, I changed out all of my pinball machines' balls because I was inspecting some balls that only had like maybe 500 games on them, and man, they were kind of like scratched. So I had a whole bunch of balls from Ball Baron. So I put Ninjas and Polaris in every single game in the room, and I'm glad I did. this game, for example, the shininess of the balls actually is like noticeable. Not in every game, but this one is noticeable.
The Marquis de Grownup
What's
will
up,
not
Lucas
hesitate
J.
to stab
Parbs
you
as
in the
well?
back.
How's the sound today, ladies and gentlemen? Is it okay? Can't always tell. And it's funny too, you know, talk about like some subjects in pinball, like some people are just like, oh no, aftermarket balls are a waste of time. Okay, well, don't buy them then. But I like it. I when you're staring at the balls, I like a better reflection. You know? Just me. So yeah, some of my games, like I had replaced the balls before, but I didn't label them all. So it wasn't like I didn't remember if I had already put Polaris balls or Ninja balls in the machine, but you can sort of tell. But now I just write it on the coin box in Sharpie, or you put the sticker from the bag. I was thinking something else too, so before I go to bed, I talk about something. Like I come down and I play a couple of games of pinball. I was thinking about live streaming them. But I don't have a ton of energy at that time of night. Like I don't want to be super engaging in the chat. So I might have a different format than that. Than this, I mean. What's up, CG Swing? How's it going, my friend? Oof.
Shoot again.
Well, that's the thing, J-Perbs. It could. So J-Perbs in the chat. We're talking about live streaming when so I come down before bed and I do use it to decompress. Like I'm talking like I'm in my PJs, I've brushed my teeth, I'm ready to go to sleep, and I'll come and I'll play usually 2 games, 2 or 3 games, 2 or 3 machines. Sometimes it's a 15-minute endeavor. Sometimes it is an hour. Which is fine, I don't care. But like last night I sat and sometimes I'm sitting, so I'm like relax. And the last night I came and I turned on James Bond, I turned on Stranger Things, and I turned on Beetlejuice. I played 1 or 2 games on Stranger Things and then 1 game on each of the other. But I was like, man, why don't I just live stream it? Maybe what I could do is like, I also am cognizant about like I don't want to wreck people's streak on Twitch, so maybe I'll like just stream on YouTube or something. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Or just stream on the Faceplace. It is a good ritual before bed. You know what else it does too, though? It kind of like let's say you've got something going on in your head, like you've had like kind of a sucky day, or you just need to clear it. Like focusing on something completely tactile, visual, sound, I find it like truly resets the senses, and I don't find it overstimulating before bed. So like coming in and, you know, firing off a couple of games, like I go to bed surprisingly calm. Even if I have a crappy game, I'm just like, meh. But then I'm not thinking about work. I'm not thinking about that one email, the alarm that's going off, blah, blah, blah. So I definitely use it as a ritual if I can. Bedtime ritual. But yeah, I was like, because last night I was doing some other filming and filming B-roll for this modern pinball video I'm creating. And I was like, why don't I just like live stream on my phone to the Faceplace? I don't know. Well, that's the thing, CG Swing, like all of the algorithms are designed so that we're engaged and like concerned. They're designed to make us want to keep scrolling and keep clicking and engaging and commenting. So pretty much the worst thing to do before bed is like do what most of us do, is like scroll and check and click and like and subscribe. But what's up, Rinsler? Welcome to the stream today.
Welcome, everyone. Let us toast to the future of the high table.
That's why I'm not the one telling you that a certain extra ball is lit.
Haven't played Wick in a while, so that administration shot's I was edging into there, but so yeah, I raided over to Wild Dog Arcade, and I didn't know that they were working on a homebrew. And I don't know if they're both engineers. One of the dudes is engineers. I mean, an engineer. Womp, 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 womp. Yeah, that's what I heard also about. So the one dude had written some sort of fiction, some sort of book, which is also cool. But yeah, I thought it was pretty neat. Oh, you read their book too. That's so cool. That's so cool. I'll check it out. I will check it out. Isn't it like kind of refreshing sometimes or inspiring to hear about, you know, people out there kind of like living their most like well time managed life? Like guys are writing a book, they're doing pinball live streaming, they're, you know, creating a homebrew. I feel like that's some like well applied life energy. You know, can't say they aren't doing the most with their time when they're doing all the things. I try to do all the things. Sometimes I end up doing all the things not very well, so I have to refocus and sometimes. But
people keep asking if I'm back,
I'm
and I
thinking
haven't really had an answer. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
I should play John Wick like anytime I take any type of like days off, but and that's, you know what, Osabet, that's true. Some create and some consume. That's the thing too. Like, I mean, from my my side of the camera, I'm not like a person that like enjoys being on camera. I'll be completely honest. I've never been like, okay, do I look good? Do I want to do like that? Has never been the thing. For me, it's been the community around it. But as soon as I started doing like live streaming, you know, YouTube videos and stuff like that, I consume less content in the pinball space. Like I'm not watching much. I listen to podcasts because I can do that when I'm driving or doing something else. But like I'm not watching Jeff from Dirty Pools podcast because I'll put it on in the car. So I'm not watching content as much. I do listen to a lot of the podcasts. But I found when I started to create more for YouTube and Twitch and stuff, I would consume less on YouTube and Twitch and stuff. Because I'm just like, well, I've already dedicated 3 hours today to visual media. I don't need to consume it for another hour or 2 or 3. So it is correct that you point that out also, that like, yeah, we consume or we create.
Well played.
And there's not like a wrong, one's not better than the other either, right? Like,
Mr. Wick is on his way to see you, sir.
yeah, that's the thing. Like, there's no wrong perspective when it comes to like, well, life in general, but like hobbies. Like boating, for example. Some people just want to go out on the boat. And there's the people that want to like constantly upgrade the boat, constantly buy a new boat, you know?
I am impressed.
Off the tip. Well, you know what's funny, Osavet? Like most of the time, I do enjoy like the researching of pinball, the talking about pinball, the seeing friends at the pinball show more than playing. So I'm trying to like correct that course a little bit. Like that's why I've started to do more before bed pinball, because I found there was a period of time about a month ago where I was like, man, and like live streaming, like it didn't feel like a grind, but it felt like, you know, I was primarily doing pinball for the viewers. And I was like, I gotta like hit reset, start to play pinball by myself, start to do some of the video creating that I really liked to do. And so I've kind of like shifted course a bit, and I found I've enjoyed the live streaming even more. Like it doesn't feel grindish or that's the thing, John, too. So I'm aware, so I'm aware of what type of like addiction Pinside can be, because it's a good mix of like drama, information, laughs, and you can consume it. But the thing is, there's so much there. You're like, okay, well, I could really learn all about mods. I could really learn everything about my Jurassic Park. So I like hold back because my time is full, you know. And but the thing is, Osavet, like I hate negativity, but the thing is, part of our psychological wiring is dopamine comes from negativity as well. No one likes to admit that. but getting a laugh, getting excited, and getting mad, they all kind of have a dopamine dump. Some more than others. But that's the thing. Sometimes, yeah, you're exactly right. And that's part of it too. Like, I like the entertainment of this. That's why personally, like, I like listening to all the different creators, because some of them are very information focused, some of them are history focused, and some of them are, you know, hot take negativity focused. And I know, I'm self-aware that that's why I like consuming that content. I like it. Well, you know, talking about keyboard warriors, Osavet, like, I push out a lot of content. I probably publish like 5 different pieces of content a day, shorts usually, live streaming a couple times a day. I'm very blessed in that I don't get a ton of negative comments, but when I do, it's like, dude, most of us are a similar age group according to the analytics. We're like, you know, 30 to 55. That's the analytics of people that, at least in my demographic, that watch this channel. Like, who like talks shit about someone like that? Like, I got a comment yesterday, and it was I call it a wankster that poses with his airsoft in his he said a comment that was just like, man, who uses AI to get strategy or something? Like, because I had a short that was a clipped comment where I said, like, you know, use Grok to do tournament strategy. Well, it's not your only thing you bring. It's not like the only thing you do to learn for the tournament. It's just an extra tool. And like, it works. So fuck off. Like, one comment's like, you lost me at Grok. Well, you know what? Good for you. I'm glad that you're above me in the world, that you comment and like, then you go back to like your fucking cubicle and you're like, I showed that guy. And it's always the people that like, they're not in a position that you are, either with their mental health, their status, their cool. They got to bring you down. They're like, oh, well, you know, you use AI to research rules. Yeah, because Google's filled with fucking spam, and I'm pretty new to the hobby. I haven't been competitive I've only been competing for a year. So yeah, if I'm playing in a tournament with 30 games, I'll know what to do on all 30. And I just sit there and relax. And I ask, obviously, the other people too. I'm like, hey man, what do you shoot here? Do you short plunge? Like, obviously I still talk to everybody. Obviously I'm still there, like, you know, participating, asking for advice, watching other people. But I also know what the skill shots are. I know what's the tournament strategy. I don't know. And I don't like, I'm not saying like my way is right. I'm just saying like, dude, the comments, like I said, and you know, another friend, Retro Ralph, he gets a lot of hate just because he's not a lot of hate, but he does get an amount of hate in the comments sometimes. Or I think people are just like jealous that he wakes up a little bit, you know, happier than them. He brings a, you know, a brighter perspective than they do to life.
The Continental appreciates your accuracy.
FS_Captain subscribed to the channel for 12 months.
What's up, FS Captain with the resub? Thank you so much for the sub, my friend. Longtime supporter of the channel. Thank you, FS Captain. What's up? So I did the record skip on.
I see you. I've met the Bowery King. Quite the
Yeah, Ralph is a cool dude. A cool dude, right, Ozzy? In person. One thing Retro Ralph does that I really like, he has a very skilled way of talking about things in this hobby, like bad parts of a game, in a way that are like not dramatic or not like, you know, exaggerating. If he's like, yeah, you know, this one shot kind of makes gameplay bad or whatever, but he won't be like, oh my god, this one shot, what a horrible game, don't buy from this game, buy from this other company that I'm sponsored by, like some other creators do. But it's a great way of doing that. And yeah, John, you said it right. Like, people think he's disingenuous or somehow biased. He's not. He truly is not biased. Like, if there's something he doesn't like about a game, like, he will say it. And but he won't be dramatic, and he won't be, you know, harmful in it. Like constantly repeating one minor thing, especially if it's something that can be fixed or changed. So if anything, I try to learn from that, because I find it to be like a quality way of approaching things. Because from my perspective as a business owner, like, I think businesses, you know, by putting themselves out there, releasing products, you know, it sucks when someone to like build up their little channel or something is just hate ridden. And there's not a ton of creators like that. Even some creators, they don't do it often, or that it's more of a joke. But I think Ralph has a way of providing that criticism and feedback in a way that's not like reputation damaging, right? What's up, Rex? Welcome to the things as well.
Your aim was impeccable, Jonathan.
You know, one game I want to get on stream this weekend is Terminator 2. I play it often, but I don't stream it often. Oof.
See you in the next life.
Yeah, Busted Chop says that Pinside new release gate gets way too much traction, I reckon. Yeah, Rinsler says they've been following Ralph since his first video and have been able to write back and forth with him for many years. That's funny too, because I also followed him from many years ago to do with retro arcade stuff, like his origin story. And then later when he started to do pinball, I'm like, oh, I already follow this guy. Dun, 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 dun. Is it Friday yet? It's it's Thursday. We're doing a product trial at work today, like a first run of a new product, and I'm doing some like content creation for it, like filming it, and it should be interesting. I can't talk about it much on public stuff because of very tight work NDAs, but CJ saying no, it's not up and running. We are just waiting for our final licensing. We're doing lots of trialing at the new plant, but FS Cap'n asks in the chat, what do we think about Transformers? They played it 2 or 3 times and at too many games, a con near Philadelphia a few weeks ago. You know, one thing that I find has not been, you know, my face is over to the left. I'm gonna like move my face. Oh, for Christ. Dun, 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 dun. Stupid song stuck in my head. There we go. Good enough. Good enough. I don't know. To be completely honest about Transformers, I had that opportunity to play it kind of early, and I really enjoyed it from game 2. I found the first couple of games, like I found it hard initially, but then it immediately felt like it had good geometry. The geometry felt good. The rules, even though it was pretty early baked cookies, was pretty good. The machine itself looks beautiful. The takeaway with the Optimus not transforming will always be a thing. But I also really liked how Megatron shot the ball around. And I liked how there was that, I don't know, gobble hole, or like where the ball falls in. And the upper right flipper, I liked how you can actually hit shots with it. And yeah, I am getting one. I am fully paid, and I'm getting an LE, and it should be here very, very soon. It is also paid or coming soon. So I hope I like it, owning it. That's the thing, like when you play it at a show, it's tough because there's lineups of people there. It's very noisy. Typically, you can't always hear anything. It's usually in a very bright room. And so the experience, as you know, you would play it in an arcade or you would play it in your actual house, are quite different. So I'm looking forward to playing Transformers for like an hour on end, getting into a few modes, learning how to hit shots. Like, for example, even playing John Wick, for me to be able to continuously be able to hit the administration shot, it takes a lot of practice. Like some of the shots to complete the modes, to know when your timers are running out, and it takes a lot of time on a game. So I can't really, I mean, I'm committed to it, to owning Transformers, but I can't say ultimately how good of a game it is until I've probably put 10 more games on one. And there's not one around me yet that I'm aware of. But yeah, I mean, as far as like a new launch, so it didn't feel, so let's talk about what it didn't feel like. So Transformers didn't feel empty. Like it didn't feel like, oh man, this is just, fuck, Beetlejuice is a tracked mode. Now, the spooky speak works real well. Just fucking goes off when. Anyways, so what Transformers didn't feel like, it didn't feel like it was like missing fun, like it was missing elements. Like it felt great. Like I feel like you know, it was definitely nicely cooked for an early release, but. And yeah, Osabet, like, I'm pretty sure I did turn off all that attract mode stuff. I hate it. Because sometimes one of the attract mode things on Beetlejuice, it just screams. It screams at 150% volume. And like one day I was like, I don't know, installing a shaker motor. I was doing something like where I was focused and it just screamed out of the blue. I'm like, well, that scared the shit out of me. But
welcome to the Continental.
You have no idea what's coming to you.
and my Terminator 2, Ozzy, I can't turn it off. It has like a code issue where you can't turn off the you can't actually turn off. It says it's off, but it's still on.
Well played. Master may ultimately be your downfall. Play wisely, my friend.
I record every time. Oh, it came loose. It doesn't really count as a stuck ball if it comes loose so easily, but I post all of my ball stucks on Stucky Balls on Facebook.
Your friends in Osaka are skilled players. Take care that you play by the rules.
Yes, Slinger. I don't know about that. I know mine. I didn't get a free or a loaner game from Spooky. Yeah, I'm too C-list, which I'm fine with. I'm fine with. Self-aware. They all have it, I think.
I am impressed.
Lock is lit.
There we go. Don't waste my wrists and shoulders. Shiznit. So Solid Principles, I saw in the chat above you said you had a good job interview. Well, I'm happy to hear that, my friend. That's good. That's good. We all need a good job to support roofs over our heads, food, and hobbies that make us, you know, mildly happy. Rinse, repeat. The best thing to think about, so I'm involved in the interview process quite often, Solid Principles at my job. The best thing to remember, the VP of anything, they're just dudes. They're just dudes or ladies that are, you know, don't be intimidated. You're there because they want you there. They're selling their product to you just like you're the product selling to them. So don't stress about it. Whenever I conduct a job interview at my place or we're filling a key role, I always try to like break down the nervousness right away and in a professional way, but I always try to do that.
Your aim was impeccable, Jonathan. The high table sits above all. It would be best to remember that. Extra ball is loose. I'd say the odds are about even.
I don't think I've ever been able to hit the center ramp from the left flipper. Oof. Oh yeah, I remember Deadwood. That's worth a rewatch. Dude, my wife is out of town right now, and like, man, it's like when the what do they say when the cat's away, the mouse comes out to play.
You owe me.
I have so much free time right now. It's like I do really, really miss my wife and daughter. They're not far away. They're an hour away from me, but like my evenings are so quiet. Like the house is so quiet. I mean, I'll be completely honest, I'm enjoying it. But I do really enjoy the time with my family, but man, silence is so nice. I know she doesn't watch much of my shit, so I can say that. Oh, what's up? Oh, so my Uncle Rob is watching on Instagram as well. What's up, Rob? Good morning and welcome. So who else is going on the Barrels of Fun tour or Barrels of Fun? Is anybody else committed to going on the Barrels of Fun cruise? I was thinking about it, but you know what? Well, Documenteers, though, if I played this yesterday, we could have called it Wix Day. One thing I'm wanting to do is anytime I return from a trip, it's what I'm gonna always play because it says, I'm thinking I'm back. You know what I was thinking, and this is kind of a side story, but like, I don't know, actually, I don't want to get kicked off TikTok. Anyways, let's play another game. How about that?
Oh, I love dogs.
Well, this is the thing. So, Documenteer, the cruise is the pinball people are such a small part of it. Like, it's a massive cruise ship, and there's going to be other groups going along and stuff. So, I don't think it's going to be just like, you know, some of those groups.
The Continental appreciates your accuracy.
Please, make yourself comfortable.
Oof. That's right, CG saying probably we're going on an Alaska cruise, and I'm going on an Alaska cruise and sometime in the fall. I don't know. I'm just not excited for it. I'll try to be. Maybe I need to like research it, but I have fucking no interest in going. But my wife booked it, and I'm not like
I am
excited about sightseeing. I don't know why. It's just we booked activities in Anchorage. I'm like, okay, that's good.
A marker is not to be taken lightly, but
I figure there will be a point in my life when I am excited about sightseeing. I'm just not there yet.
that's why I'm not the one telling you that a certain extra.
Well,
is
so that it was booked a while ago, and Alaska's like kind of near me. Don't forget. So they always leave from Vancouver Harbor.
Is lit.
I don't know if that
Two rules that cannot be broken, Jonathan.
And one reason too also is like my wife doesn't love flying. So even flying to like Texas and then getting in at Galveston, I think she's not even stoked about. So I don't know if we'll end up going on
Well
that.
played.
Well, that's the thing too, like, so Alaska and where I am, kind of like Pacific Northwest, it looks the same. It's like mountains and trees and ocean. It's not like, oh my God, get the camera. I don't know, I realize there's a significant amount of like privilege in this complaint. It's just how I feel. And I think, to be honest, when I retire, I'll probably want to go on like cruises to Alaska, but it's not there right now. Part of it too is she wants to take her mom's coming, so that's part of it. Well, that's the thing too. Documenteer, like, we're not going on a Disney cruise. I was like, I don't know if like this makes me less manly, but you know, I love Disney stuff. Like, I love Disneyland. I would have loved to do a Disney cruise to Alaska. Like, I would have loved that, but
Your aim was impeccable, Jonathan.
there we go.
Extra ball.
An eye for an eye, John.
And Documenteer, to be completely honest, probably as soon as that cruise gets underway, I will probably be really enjoying it. It's just... Dang it. Chillicoot Charlie's in Anchorage has 8 pinball. Thank you, Doug. Or Busted Chops. That's good to know. Shit. Outlane. That outlane's mean, even with the outlane post set to novice. Novice. Ah, that one too. Thank you. Thank you for eating my bone. Give me a break. One thing I find with John Wick, it's very good at practicing your ski passes and your deadlifts.
If you mark it, sir. shoot again. I am impressed.
No worries, Slinger. Take it easy, my friend. Have a good walk. Dun, 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 dun. It's too much music playing at once. Solid Principle said, the best part of pinball at home, having it as a nice wake-up routine. It truly is. I mean, that's, and actually it's funny because it's such a part of like my wake-up routine that when I don't do it, sometimes I'll be like, why am I just in a bad mood? Why am I a little cunty right now? It's true. It is true. And there has been times too where like my wife will be like, why don't you just go play some pinball? It's like if roles were reversed and I was like, why don't you just go do that? Like I would be on blast, but I think she's sometimes right.
Have a drink and relax. Let the games begin.
Well, good morning, everybody, and happy Thursday. Nice to have you in the
Continental
chat.
Appreciate your accuracy. Play a dangerous game.
No worries, Space Junk. Catch you next time, my friend. Catch you next time.
Down the road.
If you guys remember the last time I played Wick, I realized this machine still has rubber feet on the front. Well, it still does. So my nudging just hurts me on this one. It's like, it doesn't move much when I shake it. It rebounds a bit, but all the other machines give a bit of a slide. This one just like fights me. I was leaning too much. Last night when I was playing pinball, I was trying to like do what we talked about and like lean a lot less. And it's no problem when you're sitting down. I can't play. I don't like playing sitting down. At like 10 o'clock on a Wednesday night, like I don't really want to stand and play pinball too much. Dang it. Still puckers my butthole a little every time it hits the glass. Any game. I know it's never going to break, but it still is like abrupt. Rinsler asked, so I had much time with the red circle staircase and dual modes. I got into the staircase. I don't, you know, none of it was like overly memorable, but maybe you'll get in today. I'm not sure.
Attention, extra ball awarded.
The Bowery King does not play games.
Gonna sneeze right when he checks the ball. Nearly blew up my head. I didn't want to sneeze on like any invisible glass.
Lock is lit.
Some of the shots are a little tight.
John.
The clock ticking. skills rival you?
Welcome to the Osaka Continental.
An extra ball has revealed itself, Jonathan.
Oof.
John, you're incredible.
You want a war or just another ball?
I should have tried to sneak into the
Your
back of
aim
the
was
pink pony club
impeccable,
there.
Jonathan.
Extra ball.
Extra body
If I didn't have to kill you, we'd be
friends. Pals. I thought it said friends. Oof. Very fast drain. Shit. Snap.
Can issue a market, yet you'll be bound by its obligation.
I haven't really been progressing through many modes today, but I'm having fun. So sometimes that is correlated. I have fun. I chat too much, and I suck a bit of it.
Shoot again.
What's up, Stubbs? Ever thought of using an RC drift car around the legs of your have not. I mean, you know what's funny is, Stubbs, I have like, you know, I have all the RCs, and drifting, like I was like, I can't get into it. I have too many. I have a few of those little like they're not drift cars, but they're actually, you know, I have Mini Z. I have a bunch of Mini Z, and yeah, they drift. That's probably what you're talking about. Yeah, I got a bunch of Mini Zs, and they came with drift wheels. I could
The Continental appreciates your accuracy.
I know a lot of people really like Mini Z racing. It did nothing for me. I was like, I bought the 4-wheel drive, the mod, the 2-wheel drive, everything. Programmed them all to a Fly Sky radio. But like, it just never, I was never like, oh my God, this is so much fun, ever. Mainly because I have like sufficient sized hands. So like Mini Z, I just never really got into. I even had one of those like RCP tracks, like a foam track in this basement, like that I bought off Marketplace like during COVID. And I don't know. I had the timing system for it. But yeah, I should. I mean, I still have them. I could, you know, take them and run them in. It would be cool in here because I keep this room like, I used to have cable management issues where like there's wires everywhere, so you couldn't drift RC. But now I have all the cables up so that I can have a robot vacuum in here. So it keeps this room like so clean. And man, so this is kind of like I digress, but if you have a games room where you're getting dust on the glass, you got to get a robot vacuum. Like it sounds maybe like, well, I just vacuum. No, I mean, you need a robot vacuum to vacuum every couple days. Keep that room so clean, and you will get no dust. You'll get no dust in your back box, no dust in your machines. It's the way. And you can climb underneath them and not get all dusty and dirty. But yeah, I have a robot vacuum that goes and like cleans this room probably like 3 or 4 times a week. Just runs a quick little cycle, takes an hour, but then the floor is like consistent. It's not like a really nice floor. It's like an older laminate floor, but still it's clean. And then there's no dust that finds its way into your speakers, on your toppers and your back boxes and all that. But well, this is the thing. What's up? Welcome also, by the way, Stubbs and Pinball Loot. So my brother, a couple of years ago, he's like, hey man, like I had a robot vacuum that I bought from a place called NCIX, where Linus Tech Tips Linus got his start. And it was old and sucky, and like it, you know, it was the first generation. But the one now, like I shouldn't say it doesn't run over. It does run over wires. It ran over wires for some lighting yesterday that I had out. And but they're much better than, they've come a long way. So it self-empties. It has dirty and clean mop water. And the secret to robot vacuums, now again, this is off channel topic, but you guys need to know this. The secret is there's a new generation of robot vacuum about every 6 months. Not much changes. And the previous generation is always like a third the price, not half the price, a third the price of the current generation. So let's say the newest Dreamy or iRobot vacuum is like freaking $500. The previous one is $199 or like $150. So if you go down the rabbit hole of robot vacuums, there's like people that review them as like a profession. And anyways, I do recommend going down the rabbit hole because I have one upstairs, I have one here, and it just like, especially if you have like allergies, like I've got freaking allergies, I have to stay on top of dust and stuff like that. So for me, that's the reason. But also like the floors are like crispy clean, like, and I can climb under a pinball machine. Like before, when I climbed under the pinball machine, like my back was all like white with dust and like zap strap ends and, you know, bugs. There's dead bugs. Like it's a basement, you know, there's bugs. But the truth is, yeah, like, but for a games room, like when dust starts to get all on the inside of your machines and on all the wires and in the power supplies, like it's something, you know, call it a maintenance thing. Anyways, I should link in the description for a robot vacuum. I should. I have Amazon affiliate links. I should do that. Yeah, you know what though? With cat, so my brother, he has cats. He has those cats with like the flat face. Do you know those ones? I don't know. He's got two of those like flat. They should have like an Instagram. Anyways, I was reading the catching up in the chat. Anyways, he has robot vacuums and he has cats. They don't like jam up. They're just great. It helps him stay on top of the allergens and the dust.
Welcome to the Continental. So it begins.
So what this is talking about being sick. So my daughter's sick right now. She's just getting over it, but this is like the one time when like my kid gets sick. Nearly every single time my kid gets sick, the whole family gets sick. Like I get sick, my wife gets sick, grandma gets sick, everyone gets sick. I bring it to work. But this time, like I'll FaceTime my daughter and she's sick as fuck. And I'm like, oh, well, looks like I'm not getting that. Like, no, come home in a couple more days. Chowmeister, that's a good point too. Like I personally, my machines, when I'm not playing them, they're always off, of course. But I usually just turn on what's behind me. So it's like, you know, there's something pretty behind me. But I rarely ever come in and turn on all the machines unless there's like friends coming over or something. It's usually just like last night I came down, I'm like, okay, I want to play James Bond, Stranger Things, and Beetlejuice. So I just turned those on. But anyways.
I am impressed.
And Baddest Boy Lloyd too, like it's funny, like I mean all our feeds work the same, but it's funny, like you watch one thing once. Like I watched, like I didn't know I was into farming until I started to follow like Laura Farms. It's like
Lucky, but maybe not so lucky next time. This marker may ultimately be your downfall. Play wisely, man. Extra ball is lit. I'd say the odds are about even.
I have a job for you.
dishonor the master you die.
Non-pro tip. Don't do what I was just doing, where I was nudging while hitting the button. That is not the way. That's something I do out of frustration sometimes.
Such is life.
But anytime there's outlane ball saves that can move from side to side, like in Wick, don't do what I was doing. But yeah, Pinball Loot says in the chat about it'll amaze you how much you thought your floor was clean. So my wife works from home, or when she's not working, she's just at home a lot during the day when so she never runs the robot vacuum upstairs. I have to like sneak it on when we're going out. So since she's been out of town, I've been running it every day. Well, guess what? The water's fucking filthy. The floor looks crystal clean, but like it keeps finding dirt. So, you know, I'm gonna run it like 3 cycles today and just like get the floor to be just mint. So when she comes home, I'll be like, look, you gotta do this, man. You gotta get the clean on.
Well played.
Chowmeister, thank you. Said Chowmeister in the chat says, by the way, I want to call out how much you have improved. You've been watching the channel since you started. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Practice makes incrementally improving at anything possible, but I actually learn the most when I'm either just at an arcade or with friends that are better than me. I just watch how what I'm working on lately is my button control. Like like a couple nights ago, so I streamed morning and afternoon, and then at night I played a bunch too. And like when I did the math, I'm like, shit, I played 6 hours of pinball today. And so when I went to bed, like my hands were sore, not like arthritis, not like injury, but just sore. So like my current side quest is to like learn how to just push the buttons with just a little bit, not like. It's funny, some games I just get really into it, and Jaws is one of them. Foo Fighters is one of them. And they come, I'm like, oh, no wonder my hands hurt, but I won't wear gloves. I might wear gloves one time, because actually this part does hurt too, but I appreciate that, Chowmeister. I'm not exactly hitting the high scores today, but we're trying.
Catch ya. Familiar face.
Oof.
I am impressed.
I'm afraid this facility doesn't allow animals.
So Doc Imagineer asked, do those robot vacuums really work? So you just have to kind of accept that once in a while it's gonna like get tangled in a wire. The one thing is it'll encourage you to be like really good with your cable management. Like I took a picture yesterday. Actually, it's a video, but here we'll zoom in. It's nice that it's repeating. So the robot vacuum, this is actually right where I'm standing. My daughter put eyes on the robot vacuum bit. So there, it ate that lamp, or that photo light thing. I like how it's looping. I mean, that's what I wanted to do. I didn't notice that, Rex. I will check. I'll check that. Was it not hitting hard? One thing I do notice, I feel like the pops are not set super strong in John Wick. But yeah, I'll start another game. Try to get in there.
Very good at retiring.
I always felt that maybe it's just me, but I always felt that the pops were set kind of mild.
Your aim was impeccable.
I like a crazy pop that are like bang, 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 bang. Trying to find our way in there. I mean, it fired. Was it not firing before? So, Osavet, did you put a deposit on a Sonic?
Well played.
Oh, I want to hear this. So you didn't... Is Sonic not for you?
Don't even help yourself.
That's why I'm not the one telling you that a certain extra ball is lit.
One of my favorite spots in... Oh, okay. Yeah, you know, fair enough, my friend. I put a deposit on one, but I'm going to play it hopefully this weekend in Seattle. I know Seattle Pinball Museum got one. I might drive down there to play it.
Attention, extra ball awarded.
Yeah, I did put a deposit on one, but if I play it, it's not, you know, up to, I could always probably transfer it, or I don't know. My distro's pretty flexible.
You want a war or just another ball? I am impressed.
I think that's a good philosophy also, Aussie. You know, just getting themes that like really speak to you. Oof. I think we're in a similar boat of realizing that also because for me, like, there were some that I just committed to and or bought and didn't have like regret per se, but like maybe would make it so I couldn't buy something I really wanted that maybe is a little older. Oh shoot. Ugh. The center ramp bit me twice.
Awarded. Ball one.
Well, Doc Engineer, I don't know. I mean, I still don't have a Winchester. I have my pretty large deposit out for one. And I'll be honest, my like,
Appreciate your accuracy.
I'm not excited about that. But
Plunge this man out of his seat at the table.
Osibet, where did you buy your Winchester? Oh, Pinside. Okay, yeah. I think I remember now.
Why don't you give it another go?
Yeah, I mean... Oh, shoot. Sorry, guys. I was showing this stupid robot vacuum picture. Oh, well. It's a basement operation, right? We just want to zoom in and see just that guy's head. That's not the first time I've done that. So, Osivet, did you look in... Here's the silver lining to when you talk about 1,600 games. So I got a Stranger Things Premium that is a demo model that went to one show, and we checked the audits, and it has 1,000 games on it. I was like, whoa, 1,000 games? But then we looked at how long the games were, and you can see like games that were under a minute and like games that were over 3 minutes. You should do that. You should look in there, because for me, this Stranger Things, it must have been set up mean, because it did have like 1,100 games on it, but there's like no dimples, very few dimples on the play field, no noticeable damage really. But games under a minute were like 700 or 800 of the 1,000 games, and games over 3 minutes was like 5. So obviously they still, and a place like the Bat, they wouldn't be setting it up like I set up my games at home. It would be set up tournament ready, probably outlane posts up, and it's cool. And I think it was a great thing you did for the community, Ozzy, lending out that game. It's a good gesture, and it's a good thing to do that. I think is quite rad, especially since like you got it from Arizona, so it was already kind of there, right? That's smart. I was thinking too, so the two big arcades near me are both hourly arcades. Like, I kind of wouldn't mind putting my Beetlejuice out on. There's no Beetlejuice anywhere in a public setting. I kind of want to put it on location, but there's not many quarter drop locations. So, but
Can you feel the adrenaline?
Jim_star is our
What's
newest
up?
follower. Welcome to the Grownup adjacent community. Jim_star.
What's up, Jim? Shout out to Jim Star. Thank you for the follow, my friend. I appreciate every follow, every sub, everywhere. Thank you, guys.
What are we going to do about John Wick?
I appreciate so Osivet. So I was just talking about possibly putting Beetlejuice on location. Osivet is like, doing me a favor, saying I wouldn't do it unless it's a Stern. That is good advice, because or the location has a really good tech. Like you put it at the bat, so they know how to tech the games. So if I were for example, go and put this at a local brew pub, it would probably be broken down in a day or two, because word would spread that it's on
End Wars
location.
5421 is our newest follower.
What's up?
Welcome to the Grownup adjacent community. End Wars 5421.
I appreciate the new follows, guys. Thank you so much. But yeah, I was thinking if I put Beetlejuice on location, yes, the community would get to enjoy it. I'd probably make, a few bucks, but it would probably be down for maintenance. I'd be driving there trying to diagnose things. And then if it is a serious issue, well, what do I do? Take it offline? Because it would be in Pinball Map and people would show up and it would be offline and they'd be pissed off. I don't know. Well, don't make no mistake, Osavet, my Beetlejuice had issues out of the box. It still has a minor issue with its flipper, but it's either ground or power related. Because they sent me a harness to add power to something. I did that. But still, once in a while, if I'm trapped, it's under a pretty specific set of conditions where if I'm trapped up with my right flipper and the sandworm's moving a lot, for a hair of a second, it'll chatter the right flipper. But if you're trapped up, it'll lose the ball. So it is, if someone was really picky, it can be frustrating. For me, I'm kind of easygoing, but it is kind of game breaking. So I don't know. Some people would be quite pissed off about that. For me, it is upsetting, but I wouldn't say I'm pissed off about it. Well, you know what? I'm looking, there's lots of people in the chat, but you think I'm going to go to work and be productive. I got to do filming and have energy today at work. So. And again, sincerely, thank you to the new followers on the channel, subscribers, wherever you are, help support me. I appreciate it. Keep these things going. Really do appreciate it. I know. We are the captain now. Well, that's the thing, so, I mean, if there were ways to turn this into a viable career, but it just isn't that. But all right, well, we got a hype train from Osavet. Thank you, Osavet. I appreciate it, my friend. Gift subs really help the community. They truly do, because it grows, encourages people to come back. So thank you for that. I appreciate it, Ozzy. Thank you, man. Osavet Hype Train level 2. Thank you, my friend. Also, if you get in on the hype train, you get in on the emotes, all that custom subscriber stuff, which is nice.
Jespo19 is our newest follower. Welcome to the Grownup adjacent community.
Welcome in, Jespo. Thank you for the follow. Wow, I appreciate it. Some things to stay tuned for on the channel this weekend. I'm dropping another video. It's a what is modern pinball? I'm trying to do my God's work by doing as much pinball promotion as I can. So I created a couple that if you're in the community already, they're kind of some things are obvious, but for the people that aren't, I'm trying to bring people into this. When I go to the arcade, I want to see busy arcades, So I'll be dropping a video or two this weekend. I've done the voice work and started to edit. Grownup adjacent. Doc Imagineer, I do not have my Venom yet, but I do know there is one at the distro, but I don't know if it'll ever make it in. I don't know. Venom is so funny. Like, the game is not bad, but people are either on like team Venom or team they hate Venom. And there was being joked about on, I think, the Wedgehead podcast, one of the podcasts the other day. And man, they were like, I don't know, I shouldn't say it was Wedgehead because I don't know if it was. It was one of them, and they were like talking some trash about Venom. But I don't know. I think it's an okay theme. I mean, one of the highlights for me, it's got one of the dopest shooter rods in all of pinball, like the veiny shiny egg. That's not a testicle; it is an egg. But yeah, I don't know. Venom might make it in one day, but that's the thing too. Like, so Osabet was saying earlier, like in pinball, it's so. If you're not getting a theme that you're so into, like, it has less longevity. And like recently I kind of was like, you know, I get it. I liked Pokemon. I enjoyed playing it. But I didn't buy it because the theme just wasn't my theme. And when I want to play Pokemon, it's at every arcade. So I go and play it on location. Like, I was at the Racket in Blaine, Washington the other day, and I played Pokemon for an hour. It was mainly because I kept getting replays, but yeah, we can't bring home all the rescue dogs, can we? Justice says D&D is squarely better version of Dwight's Code. Yeah, D&D's. I'm hoping that D&D has. I hope they can add a little bit more. I find that when you walk up to D&D, like on location, that the first modes, like the first things you do, like, you know, chasing the potion, some of those early like modes, it seems to me like they've added a lot of extra voice. So it seems like some of the stuff that you play when you're the early modes, if that makes sense, some of the later modes, there's not as much voice callouts or not as much like animation. Maybe it's just I shouldn't say this is with fact, but I felt like they did a good job at, if you walk up to it, you can get into some pretty good modes. But once you've been playing it and you're a saved character, the game does get harder. You have to really accept the fact that you're going to be dumping it into Physmo all the time and then feeding over. You got to get your magnets set properly. And yeah, I mean, we're probably something Marvel has to come out every couple of years, wouldn't you say? A choo-choo, hype train choo-choo is right. Dude. Okay. Spooky Speak, obviously, it just started. It started a game. It put a ball in the shooter lane. So, I'm gonna see what the hype train is. I gotta go turn off Beetlejuice. It started a game. Okay, well, there you go. Yeah, Beetlejuice is, I mean, it is on brand to be a possessed pinball machine, but it is kind of goofy when it does that. It every once in a while, it'll just be like, it'll start a game. And so maybe like a few times it thought I said Beetlejuice and it was like stacking them, but I don't know. but yeah, huge shout out. Thank you, Osavet. Thank you so much for starting the hype train and the new followers today and subs on whatever platform you happen to be watching. But yeah, I'm going to head to work. And so we'll play different exit music. And I'll catch you guys on the next stream. Probably this afternoon. Probably stay on Wick, or you know, if I get some burning desire to play a different game, maybe we'll play a different game. On a total side quest, grownupadjacent.com or pinballswag.com. I do have some, I kind of soft launched it. I have a new merch provider, like a new merch print shop. So that is live, but I haven't brought over all the designs, but there's some zip up hoodies and some cool stuff there. I haven't, I have my test order in, but I know it's a more premium product even, but yeah, it was a fun stream today. Yeah, it was fun. Oh, Rockhound came in for the tail end. Well, that's all good. It's all good. I had a good stream too, actually. I woke up today and I was like, yeah, it's gonna be a gooder. It's gonna be a gooder. But yeah, CG Swing, I gotta remember to pack up my batteries and right camera equipment. We're doing some filming for a product launch, so yeah, this has been a good one. I'm gonna go and see if there's any of our allies or friends we want to raid to on Twitch, but yeah, we're gonna raid to our friend Matt at Pinballs. Good dude. There's a good set of games too, but yeah, thank you guys. Thank you everyone. We'll catch you on the next stream. And yeah, that's all. That's it. Have a good one. I'm gonna raid over to Pinballs. Oh, also, if you're not in the new Facebook group, Grownup Adjacent, the group, or Grownup Adjacent, the page, go do the follows there. I appreciate it.
Yeah, the audio is great. So. Please. That's not please. It's not please. Well, I've been getting my face kicked in. I did some flipper maintenance on this and adjustments. I didn't really replace many components. I think I replaced like one coil stop. And replaced the flipper bushings with the metal ones from Precision Flippers. But the amount of power I had just from tinkering with the flippers and adjusting some stuff that was off is insane. So now I'm adjusting to the new power dynamic of these flippers, and it's made this already mean game a little bit meaner.
At the 2 a.m. mark to release them.
Because that shot used to be like you used to have to hit it perfectly. Now I can kind of rattle it through there. That's good value building. Want to be on that flipper. hit the spinner here. Not hitting the spinner. I don't know why I jailbirthed that, but I did. And we're dead.
Retrieve before the spirits take it.
64 million at risk right now. There we go. We got him back.
The 13th toll.
Ooh, and we started 13th toll with 10 million value. What's up, Rex?
No spirits in here, but
Oh,
things.
imagine if we would have hit that. Imagine if. Oh, we got an extra ball lit. Oh, you better not. Oh, just go around that orbit, please, just once. That's fine. We'll take that too.
Hurry! Back to the seance room!
I actually wanted the orbit there and not the spinner, sir. That should be fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Shoot the spinner to build spirit energy.
I need to hit that orbit really badly.
We're being watched, but there's no one here.
The wall of pinball says that I'm not going to be allowed to hit it before I die.